Hello and welcome to Postman Mock Server tutorial for beginners on YouTube channel of tutorialspedia.com. In this tutorial, we are going to see how we can use Postman Mock Servers for our APIs testing. Since this tutorial is intended and primarily focusing on the beginners, so we will have to first have a high-level overview of exactly what Postman Mock Servers are and why they are used for before we proceed with the use case. So whenever we are implementing our APIs and we have our API specifications ready and we have shared it with the front end team who is going to implement the client side of our APIs, what happens is that in certain scenarios, in order to proceed with the API implementation on front end as well as on the server side, we need parallel implementation of the two sides. And in cases where we have actual endpoints not ready from the backend team or from the server team, in order to proceed, we need certain fake servers or mock servers in order to simulate the behavior of APIs, in order to let the things expedite and let our front end team implement the front end of our APIs and to use the APIs in the application. So in such scenarios, we use the mock servers, and Postman mock server is one of the server that we can use. It's a fake server which facilitates API testing before the actual endpoints readiness. So even though we don't have actual endpoints implemented and the real business logic implemented from the server side team, we can still proceed, and our front end team, our application development team, which is going to consume those APIs, can proceed based on this fake server and the simulated responses. So it greatly helps in parallel development for the front end and back end teams without waiting for the actual endpoints readiness. And in this case, we are able to test all the possible happy scenarios as well as failure scenarios, whatever we have configured as an example as examples for our mock server. And based on those behavioral responses or simulated responses, our front end team can proceed testing all of the possible scenarios, and any issues or any feedback they want to share with the backend team for the actual implementation that they are doing in parallel, that can be done quite faster in this case without waiting for the actual endpoints readiness. So this is at a very high level. I'm not going into the details and nitty-gritties, what exactly Postman Mock Server can do and what are the other features that it provides and what are the other things that you can try it. But once we will go into the demonstration, you will see things in real and things in practice. So now that you have a fairly good idea what exactly Postman Mock Server is, let's look into the use case that we are going to cover in this video tutorial. So for this video tutorial, what we are going to do is that we are going to create a new Postman collection, and this Postman collection we will create with only one resource, user resource. But for the same resource, we will have multiple methods. We will have get method to return all of the users. We will have get method with the query parameter to return some specific user. And also we will create and simulate one of the post method. And for the post verb, what we will do is that we will see how we can add new users for this mock server. And for this purpose, we will add examples for the request. As a scenario for using the mock server is that once you have created a collection and you have added your resources and your methods, then you will have to add examples for different requests. And we will see that how we can add example requests for the success and failure scenarios. And once you have added examples for your Postman collection, then you are good to go to create a mock server based on the provided collection. And once you create your mock server, then what happens is that one separate environment also gets created automatically in Postman, and a URL environment variable gets added to that environment, and the URL to the fake server is added to that. And then subsequently, when you are testing your APIs using the mock server, you can use that URL for the fake server or for the mock server, and we will see that how we can test all of the endpoints that we have simulated or we have mocked, and we will observe the behavior based on different inputs. And we will also see that how for the post method or post verb, how we can do the pattern matching of the body of the request as well, so that whenever the body of the request matches, only then it should return a success, otherwise it should return a failure. So now let's look at the example JSON that we are going to consider for this demonstration. We have you can see we have an array of users objects. We have user ID, username, and status for each user, and we have user ID with 1, 2, and 3. So this is a sample JSON that I have created that we will use for this particular demo. So now that we have a clarity on exactly the purpose of Postman mock server, and we have the use case for the sample demonstration also clear to us, let's jump into the actual implementation and actual use case in the Postman without further ado. So I have opened Postman just in case if you see that the UI for my environment is a little different. That might be possible because for different versions of Postman, there might be a little mismatch and a difference in UI. But make sure that you are using the latest version of Postman, and things should be pretty much same irrespective of a little change in the UI. The first thing that I'm going to do is that I'm going to create a collection. So if you go to the collections and you have option create collection, so I'll just click on this, and let's give it a name, and I'll give it a name as tutorialspedia dash demo dash collection. You can give it any name. And once you have created your collection, of course you have options if you want to have any type of authorization. You can specify that as well, but for the sake of simplicity we will choose it as without authorization. And once you have created your collection, the next step is to add the request. So you can see here we have option to add a request. So we will add request, and let's give some name to this request. We will name it as get all users, and it will be with the get method. And for the URL, let me add with the URL environment variable. I haven't created this variable yet, but once we will create the mock server, this URL and environment variable will get created automatically. So let's add slash users, and then we are not going to make any other changes and just save it. Now I'm going to add another request. I'll just right click and I'll choose add request, and this time I'm going to add request for get specific user. So in this case it will be the URL slash users, and then we will have query parameter user ID, and whatever user ID will be given based on that, this particular endpoint will be returning specific user. So let's save it. And next what we are going to do is that we are going to add another request which is going to have post verb. So we will choose post, and let's name it as add new user, and the URL that we are going to specify will be URL slash users, and this is going to be post, and here we are going to save it. So now what we have done is that we have created one collection which has users resource, and it has get and post methods. Now we need to add examples for all of these three resources that we have created. You can have as many examples as you want for different scenarios, but we will keep it simple. So for get all users, we will click and we will choose add examples. And here in the examples, since this is a get method, so we will go to response body. We will change it this type to JSON, and we will just paste the sample JSON that we have already created. So we will just save it. And so this is going to be the response whenever user will use URL slash users with the get method. Now for this get a specific user, I'm going to add an example. What I'm going to do is that for different cases, for example, if user ID is 1, I want to return this one only with the user ID 1. So this is the example for the case when user ID 1 is selected. So this will be with the user ID 1, and we just save it. And I want to add another request for another user whenever the client will send with the query parameter 2, user ID 2, we want to send with the user ID 2. So this will be the response, simulated response or mocked response for the case when the user ID in the query parameter will be 2. Let's change it as well to JSON. And now I'm going to add an example for the post method. For that, I will just right click and choose add example. And here, in case of headers, let's add content type to application slash JSON. And in the body, I'm going to add another one. This user, let's add a user ID of 99 and username is Ajmal Abbasi, which is my name, and status will be new. So this will be the input for this post method. Later section we will see that how we can do the enforcement of body matching so that this request is accepted only when the body exactly matches. And one thing I'm missing is that I have to add all of the response code. So for post, I'm going to add 201, create it, let's save it. And for the previous examples that I added for the get, let's update them with the return status code as 200 OK. So all of the happy scenarios only I'm going to cover in this case, 200 OK. And for the specific user second example as well, 200 OK. Alright, so now we have created the examples and saved it. The next step is to create the mock server from this collection. So I'll right click and choose mock collection. So once I click on this mock collection, it's going to create a new mock server. So let's give it a name, tutorialspedia dash demo dash mock server dash mock. And it will, if you see here, it's going to use the collection tutorialspedia demo collection which we created, and here it has option of save the mock server URL as environment variable. So it's going to create a URL environment variable which will contain the URL for the fake server, and it has option to make mock server private. So in that case you have to use private key API key, but we are not going to use that. So we will use just the available options, and we'll click on this create mock server. So once you will click on this create mock servers, and your mock server gets ready, and you can see here it says that send a request to the following mock server URL. So it has created a mock server URL with .mock.pstmn.io, and you can copy this mock URL. But if you go to environments, you will see that this URL should you have a new environment already created, and if you just click on this, you can see that this URL has already got added into the URL environment variable. So that means we are good to go. And now if we go to our mock server, and you will see that here we have option of view collection docs. So if you go in the documentation, you will see that we have all the details available, get all users, and it has example which also the option to get the curl from here, and then the possible responses that we have configured, then get specific user, and that has also, and then add a new user for the post method. So all of the requests that we have configured with the examples are available here. So now what we can do is that we can proceed with the testing. To get all users, we will just click on open the request, and make sure that here on the top you are selecting the correct environment variable, because URL is part of environment variable, and if you don't select correct environment, it will not pass through. So you select it. Now if you send a request, you should get the response from the mock server based on whatever configured in the examples. So we can see that we received the response. If you see here, let me make it in the JSON so that it looks better. And we can see that we get a response with all of the users which have been configured in our example. Now let's try with the other cases where we will see that how we can search for a specific user. So I'll go to this option of getting a specific user, and I'll click on this open the request. If you click on open request and you specify the user ID, let's provide user ID 1 and see what we get. You can see that we got the response for the user with the ID 1 with the username tutorialspedia and status is active. If I try with the user ID 2, you can see that now we got the response for the second example that was configured in our mock server with the user ID 2, username ABC, and status is suspended. In this way, we are configuring it, and what happens is that the mock server uses best matching pattern matching algorithm, and it tries to match our request with the available configuration or available examples. Now let's try to see how we can use the post scenario. I will go to the post, add new user, and I'll click on open request. And in the body, I'm going to provide, let me go to the raw and JSON. Okay, so if we just see the example that we had configured for this, let me copy the request from there. So here we have add new user, and this is the request that it will accept. I'll just select this, and then I'll go to post, and I'll try to post it. So if you see, we got 201 created, which is a success response. And here we are getting the whole response, which is not the correct one. So let me go to the example, and what I'm going to do is that in case of 201 OK, this should be in the body. This is a mistake from me. This is post method, so it should be in the body. I'll choose raw. I'll choose JSON. So this should be the body, not the response. So this was a mistake from my side, and in the response what I want to do is that I want to return a reference, and for the reference I will use some of the there are certain predefined variables available globally in Postman, so I will use GUID, so it will return a randomly created unique GUID as a response. So previously there was a mistake for the post method, as I was putting the request in the response instead of request. So now it's correct. So it should return me the GUID as a response. So let me try again for the post method, and we can see that the response that we are getting is with the reference, and the reference has some dummy value. If you try multiple times, you will get different responses because every time this reference gets created uniquely. Now what I want to do is that I want to, if you see here, user ID 99, if I try something else like 101, it will still accept. But in cases of the real implementation, we don't want this. We want to do the matching of the body as well. So if we want to do the body matching as well, in case of Postman using mock server, there is an additional header that you need to pass that will force body matching. So for that purpose, we will go to headers, and we are going to add a new header x-mock-match-request-body. So this, if we set it to true, now it's going to validate the body as well, and it will make sure that the body of the request matches exactly to the example. Only then it will be successful. So right now the body has user ID 101, which is not the same as we configured in the example. So if we, let me save it. If we try now, we should get an error. You can see we got 404. But if we give it a correct user ID 99, which is configured in the example, we should get a success. So you can see now we got 201 created. So in this way, we can do the enforcement of the body matching as well. There are certain other options where you can have header matching as well, xmock match request header, and then you have to specify which header you want to match. So request headers matching we are not going to cover in this simple demonstration, but if you have any ambiguity or any question on that, you can write in the comment section, and you can play around with that as well. These are some of the basic things which I wanted to cover in this tutorial as part of Postman beginners tutorial for the mock server. I'm sure there are a lot of other things that might be in your mind, that how you can do that, how you can test other scenarios for the failure scenarios, because I mostly covered happy scenarios except for one case of unhappy scenario with the body matching. But you can play around, and if you have any questions, any ambiguities, or any clarity you need, you can write in the comment section. I'll try my best to respond to your queries. And if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and this channel contains many useful videos for those who are in the integration or API management side. And we will have more videos like this in future based on your feedback and based on your comments. Thank you very much.